What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, there's this viral clip of this African braid shop holding this lady hostage because they're saying that she owed her $50 for a hairstyle that was done in their shop. Now, this caught the attention of everyone. This video has gone viral. And I want to play a clip of what is happening here. And this all led to the owner of that shop being arrested, plus two of the people that work there over this incident. So I want to get into the incident. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content or go live. Let's get into this. I want you guys to hear this story and let me know what you think. But let's get into it. Here we go.
Salon owner and two of her employees have been arrested on kidnapping and assault charges. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Brittany Decker. This comes after a video went viral of the employees pulling a woman's hair and locking her inside the business until police showed up last week. We have Michael Higdon with the latest details from the breaking news desk.
Yeah, it was an intense TikTok video with more than 1 million views showing a Birmingham woman's experience being locked inside of a braiding salon and having her hair pulled out over $50. The suspects have been identified as Asatu Kamara, Julia Ondo, and Gladys Nzinga Kumba, all of Birmingham. They have been charged with kidnapping and assault in connection to the incident that happened last Saturday at Mama Gifted Hands on Parkway East. Jessica Odom, the victim in this case, told WBTM 13 she texted the salon owner directly to book her appointment. In the text messages, you can see how she asked how much for boho knotless braids, and the owner responded.
Now, I want to pause it here for a second because she did show the text messages where she asked how much, for the style, and she did tell her $200. So here it shows $200. And so it shows she didn't tell her $250 or anything like that. She told her, gave her the address. She made it clear how much the charge was, and that's what she paid. Let's continue.
With $200. Well, apparently human hair was used to do the style.
So here it says, what's the price for the mid, back, and butt length? She said $200. Okay, when are you available? We have availability today. I get off at 4. And she gave an address for her to come get her hair done. That was clear. Here we go.
And the owner said she owed another $50. Odom said she started walking toward the door when the owner asked her for $30 instead of that. If she couldn't pay the $30, she could sit down so the owner could actually cut the hair out. Well, that's when Odom claims the owner locked her inside the salon. Odom said that she tussled with the owner and other employees while trying to unlock the door and finally got it opened when she felt someone grab her by the hair. Odom said that they pushed her back into the salon, locked the door again. In video that you see right here showing the employees pulling on her hair for another 30 to 40 minutes until police actually showed up. All suspects were taken into custody without incident today. They remain in the Jefferson County Jail without bond.
So this was very interesting. Now, I see stories about shops and hair salons and things like that. Lock the doors, and even the nail places, they do it from time to time. Or even if somebody's trying to steal out of the hair shops, they'll lock them in. So they won't get away because they're trying to steal. Now, in this particular situation, it wasn't a theft or anything. It wasn't like she was stealing. She paid for her services. She told her $200. As you can see, the lady, the shop owner or the shop person had the money in her hands. She paid her. Then she said afterwards, she told her that it's going to be an additional $50 because we use human hair. She was like, she didn't ask for that. She asked you how much for the style, and you told her $200. She paid you $200. And so they decided to lock her in, as you heard, and that is, you can't do that. So they're charged with kidnapping. Apparently, in Birmingham, that is considered kidnapping when you lock somebody in an establishment against their will. I guess that's, that's part of it. And so now they've all been arrested. So the owner of the shop has been arrested, and two of the people that work there are also arrested for holding this lady against her will for something that she actually paid for. And I think the woman who this happened to, she's saying she's pressing charges and she's going to sue them, which I think she should. I think, you have to understand when you should take measures for certain things. You should not just think that you could do anything to somebody and there won't be any repercussions. Now, once again, I don't know. I don't think it's legal for you to lock anybody in anywhere, but I do kind of understand if somebody's trying to steal out of your establishment and you stop them. I get that. Whether it's against the law or not, that's what the authorities have to deal with. But I do understand why you're trying to stop somebody from taking your merchandise because it costs you money when that happens. But to lock somebody in a place and just in general and for no reason when she paid you what you asked for is just ridiculous. And I see why this video is going viral. At first, people was not sure what happened. People were not understanding what the situation was. But once people realized, she pulled out her receipts. She paid you what you said it cost. And then at the end, she said they started speaking in their language. And then next thing you know, they're saying, we need $50. You got to pay. And then if you don't pay, we're going to cut the hair out when she done already paid you $200. What kind of business is that? And I'm not trying to be mean towards anybody or anything, but like I said before, I went to an African braiding shop years ago and I never went back. I went one time and one was enough. Because first off, the braids the one that I went to in New Orleans, those braids they were falling out. It was not a professional looking hairstyle. I didn't like it. I could do my own hair better. And so that's why I never went back. But that was just my one-time experience. I wouldn't say all of the braiding shops are bad because I've never experienced that. But the one that I experienced, I did not like the hairstyle. And it was just it wasn't an inviting environment. It just felt kind of cold and weird, and I didn't feel comfortable, and so I never went back. See, you only got to show me once, and that's it. But I wouldn't penalize every African braiding shop because of that experience. But that was my experience that one time. That was it. But I don't know. Someone had mentioned in the comments that they were supposed to be boycotting these establishments, these African braiding salon places or whatever. But I guess at the end of the day, people want to get their hair done. They want to get their hair done. And then this was her experience. So this woman is saying that she's going to press charges and, she's going to sue them. And she probably has a case and she probably would win it because she has her receipts. It shouldn't have gone past that. Didn't seem to be any other issues because they did her hair. They fully did her hair. The hair looked nice, by the way. Her hair looked nice. So I'm like, what transpired at the end to where now y'all decided, we're going to charge her extra $50 just out of the blue. And she said, no, that wasn't the agreement. That's not what you told me, and I'm not paying that. And then they like, no, we're going to holding this lady, pulling her hair. She was good because I would have started swinging. I would have started kicking and swinging and whatever, you know what I'm saying, I had to do, I would have had to do, because there's no way I'm sitting here and I'm paying to get my hair done. And then you grabbing my hair and several of y'all, hell no. It wouldn't have went down like that. There's no way. Y'all violated that lady's rights. Y'all assaulted her. And all of that by pulling her hair and grabbing on her. Like, no, come on now. That's why they are in jail and they don't have any bond or anything. So I guess they're in there until court dates. I don't know, but I thought that was justified. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think the client was in the right? Do you think that she should sue them and press charges? Or you think that they had a right to add on $50 to her bill after the fact without even letting her know that it was going to cost more for the human hair? And do you think she should have just paid the $50 and just not worried about it? I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified, and chime in. I want to hear your thoughts on this particular topic, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.